Okay.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another Gypsy Road Effect. Got your host, Gypsy Road himself, Dr. Wu, Mr. Co-host. And guys, I got some news, and I don't know if this is big news to anybody. I guess it really doesn't matter. In part, I haven't even discussed it with Bob because we're all kind of running late. I have a doctor's appointment coming up at 3, so kind of had to put the show on earlier. But so I guess I'll just go with the small news, maybe small, maybe big. I don't know, but I actually have a person coming on the show to be interviewed. He's not a name none of you guys are going to know. So, okay, I had to turn the volume down here. So, I actually have a director, low budget director, low budget movie. But even low budget movies are awesome because budgets depends on how much money you have to make a movie. I got a person coming on Wednesday. Just in case you don't. I'll tell you his name. Like I said, you probably ain't gonna know him, but you never know. This guy might make it big one day, huge. A guy named Mark Curran. Mark Curran. He's made a movie called Abandoned Dead. Okay, so if you guys want to check it out, he made a movie called Abandoned Dead, and you can watch it actually right now on Tubi streaming service. It's a free service. Tubi is TUBI. Let me type that in here. I don't know now, Bob. I don't know in the UK if you guys are allowed to get Tubi.
Yeah, I don't know. I never heard of it.
It's an online streaming service called Tubi. It's a free service, and it's just you watch movies with commercials. I mean that's what it is. There's a lot of movies on there, and you can watch this movie on there. It's called Abandoned Dead. And he's got a new one coming out called Hoodman, but you can't get that nowhere yet. He gave me access to watch this movie called Hoodman, which I haven't done it yet. I'm going to do by Wednesday. So Bob, the show on Wednesday, our regular show,
yeah,
I had it at 1 p.m., but I was going to move it to 11:15 a.m. because at 10 a.m., I'm going to simulcast this interview with this guy on Horror Talk and his channel, and I also have Bigfoot Annoyance coming on. And Bob, if you're free, I want you to come on, and we're gonna talk to this director, not in an interview way like hey, what's your favorite color? Is it green? Is it blue? What's your favorite food? Basically, we're gonna interview him in a way of what does it even take to even try to find a budget to make a movie? Because he's out of Hollywood. What does it take to get fundings? What's it like making a horror movie? So the show, I haven't made a link yet, but the show is going to be basically called "How to Make a Horror Movie" with Mark Curran.
Am I allowed to talk to him about Weinstein?
He'll probably leave. I don't know. This is our first. I guess you could say it's our first Hollywood director that actually reached out. He reached out to me and said, "Hey, I'll come on your show and talk about horror movies."
No way. Now this is on Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay, so it's so 11 o'clock your time.
Well, our 11 o'clock is going to be our normal show. This is going to start at 10 a.m.
Oh, okay, an hour before.
So it's like two shows. It's like a bonus show, and Bigfoot's going to join us for both shows.
Perfect.
So it's more chatting with them, like because Bigfoot wants to make movies too. So it's just like chatting with Mark on what's it like. I mean, our budget, but we don't have a budget. I know this movie is lower budget too, like your typical Hollywood $1 million movies, but still. How do you get a budget? How do you get together to get companies behind you to even make a movie?
Someone ask him if Weinstein's dick really doesn't work. That's what he says, at the court.
Hey, well, I'm sure his movie's not on no Miramax and stuff, so he probably doesn't even know him. And
you're getting nervous. Like, don't fuck this up, man. Don't fuck this.
What is this? You guys need to interview Michael S. Rodriguez, great local movie filmmaker.
Yes. Shit, yeah.
Oh, God. I mean, listen, we would love to get a lot of different directors and stuff, and hey, it's going to be fun. It's going to be cool. It's like a little bonus, and I'm going to stream it to Horror Talk and Gypsy. Hey, it's always fun. It's always fun. So now, first of all, guys, let me just say this. Today's show, I don't want anybody to get their panties in a bunch. This is called the 10 most ridiculous Bible stories. Okay. I found a website. That has 10 stories of the ridiculous Bible stories. So I'm not here making fun of the Bible. I'm not here to bash the Bible. It's just a story. And I thought, I got the story. I didn't even read not even one of them because I want to save it for the show. So I want to read the stories, and I want to get Bob's point of view about, is this a ridiculous Bible story? Is there truth to it, or is it just false? I don't know.
From an anthropological side, that's what I'm going to do it.
What's this? Robert, I love that you're super intelligent while for remaining hilarious.
Thank you. Thank you very little. I appreciate that.
Welcome, Ginger Grin. So it's gonna be a fun show. We're gonna talk about some Bible stories. So I know there's a lot of Bible. I know there's a lot of deep Bible fans in the chat that's really into the Bible. I'm not making fun of it. We're just gonna talk about it and have some fun.
Yeah, I'm walking around at the same time, Eric. Remember, you just got a hold of me, and so I got to make a cup of coffee. But I can hear you. I have a tablet. I'm actually usually on a computer, but I'm on a tablet. So you can keep going.
Awesome. Woody knows his Bible stuff. Yeah, he does. That's why I thought this would be a kind of a fun subject, because Bob really knows his Bible. I don't know shit. So it's kind of like taking these ridiculous stories according to this article and see what we got.
Yeah, I didn't plan anything. I don't know. I didn't even know about the Bible stuff, dude, till like 5 minutes ago, until you sent me a text saying we got to go on early. So I am completely raw right now. I have nothing. So I'll figure out.
It needs to be raw. It needs to be real and all that. And we're about to start that. But I do want to say thank you to everybody, because I know it's not huge numbers, but my Reddit page got over 100 members. So I want to say thank you for anybody's in chat that actually subscribed to Reddit. In my opinion, most pages on Reddit are run by assholes. I'm going to say that straight out. Most Reddit pages are run by assholes. Every time you make a comment, they ban you. They kick you out. And it's like, well, why do you even have a Reddit page when you're going to fucking police it like you're a government? Like, oh, he doesn't like this movie? Oh, he's out. And it's like, no. So I started my own Reddit page and got over 102 members. So thank you guys very much for that. I appreciate that. That's awesome. My Reddit,
the Nerd Network. No offense to yours is not nerd, but I usually call the Reddit the Nerd Network because of all the just angry nerds. I'm like, just angry nerds.
Oh my God, it is all freaking angry nerds. I mean, my God, like I told you, Bob, if I go to one of the Reddit page on UFOs and like I'll make a comment, it's like, dude, your comment's not for here. Go somewhere. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What the hell? What? So my Reddit page is all paranormal, UFOs, Mandela effects, or whatever. I got everything on here, man. I got the best scenes from the movie The Stuff on here. I got Bigfoot stories, the tragic story of Mazzy Star. I got I got the whatever that guy's name is. Bigfoot's here. And look, if you scroll down here, you even got Bob's last video that he created called His last video called Part 2, Dr. Wu Show, Part 2.
Oh shit! You put that
You can get Bob Show. You got the honoring Ed Lorraine Warren prior to museum investigation. Yeah, Beneath the Neon. You got Black Sheep. You got Matrix Unveiled, Manual Research. You got the new Hazel Fever Mandela Effect video. You got.
I wish we could put MA on there, but he deletes his videos. I'd like to send him an email saying, "May we please have one of your videos to put on there?" Mandela Effect.
I did. And he did delete, and he made a video today, Bob. Like I guess I haven't watched it yet, but according to his video, sounds like he's leaving YouTube altogether.
I don't blame him. I know we did one on portals. I want to ask him if we can put that one on there. So
yeah, because his latest video, he already took it off.
Shit, yeah, that's about right. I don't blame him. Fuck. Yeah. I know he's got a couple. I'm gonna have to send a special message over to somebody else, and say, may I please have one or two or whatever, and see if we can get one of his on there. I'd like to get one of his videos on there.
You can put any of mine on it if you want. The thing is, long reach one. But the thing is, anybody could go to Reddit and post their stuff. Not just me. It's just not me posting it. I mean, I am majority posting stuff on there, but anybody could go on there and post anything, pictures, videos. It doesn't have to be me. Anybody could do it. Anybody. So if you want to put one of your videos on there, long reach one, put one of your videos on there. Now there is 2 or 3 people that if somebody puts a video, I'm not gonna say their names, of any of these like 3 people, yeah, I might take that down because I want real. I don't want fake stuff. So beyond that, I'm gonna pull it up. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull this up, the 10 most ridiculous stories. Oh yeah, Bob. I don't know if you watched it yet. Have you watched the new Mortal Kombat movie?
No. I haven't watched hardly any movies at all, dude. I've been running around England. No. I wish I haven't seen anything hardly. I think I saw one Netflix one the other day about called Stowaway, which was fucking horrible. I mean, like really bad. I don't know. That's the only thing I saw so far.
Oh, I seen the previews of that. Yeah, I haven't watched that. I watched that one you're mentioning about the kind of the pills that make you time travel.
Yeah, the pills that make you time travel. Those were interesting.
Yeah, that was neat. And Mortal Kombat. I still like the 1995 version better. I always liked the 1995. The new one. The fighting was fucking awesome. It made rated R. The guts, blood, it was all there. Nice. I thought the character story was a little weak in the movie, but
the first one was too. I mean, it's basically a copy off of what was it? Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee. Remember they go to the island of Dr. fucking One Hung Lo Wang or whatever his name was.
Well, it was like. In this one, it was like they made this storyline of this character. Fuck, I don't even remember the name. He's like a bloodline of this badass character who becomes Scorpion. He's a badass character, right? Scorpion's like a badass guy. And of course he gets killed. And of course this kid is like left as a baby where he's like the bloodline, So the guy with the round hat, I forgot his name. Raven, whatever, takes the baby and hides him away. So you're thinking that this kid is like, he's the bloodline. He's gonna be like he's like a Jedi. He's like a Jedi. They hide like Luke Skywalker away. And his character was weak. But you know what? Who cares about this? Let's get into the 10 most ridiculous Bible stories.
Well, we wouldn't call them ridiculous. We're gonna call them unusual. Out of respect for the Christians.
Well, the 10 most ridiculous. Here we go. Number 1, Bob. This is number 1. It says God exits the closet. Okay. So like I said, I never read this. I saw it. I want to save it for the show. In the bizarre homotoric scene, God and his human pet, Moses, decide to play a little game of I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Moses asks God to reveal his glory, wink, wink. But God warns that anyone who reviews his divine face will die. As a compromise, God covers Moses' face with his hand before missing past and showing Moses his backside. No doubt, this was accompanied by with an Abish, does my bum look big in the Tuga? As an interesting aside about Old Testament pilgrimism, Zeus had the same killer face. Source Exodus 33:18.
Okay, that's because what they're describing in that one is from the 16th chapel. A lot of people, including myself and people that I trust, not schmuckatellis, but don't ever remember the painting of the 16th chapel. You could look it up now, and it shows. Remember, I think I showed you. It shows you God's ass, like his backside is up, as his ass is up. 33, actually, it's 33. His ass is up. It's pointing towards the public as you're looking up at the 16th chapel. Where you have God's finger. But now he's like equal to the man, and then it shows God's fucking backside like coming at you in the bottoms of his feet. That's painting is supposed to be from this, and that painting is a Mandela. I've never fucking remember that goddamn painting. I'm gonna be honest with you, it was never there. But this little section here, this little snip section, is what that was made from. You understand? That was Michelangelo. So Michelangelo took and painted that God's backside from this little segment right here, this little snip.
So there's some truth to it.
Well, I wouldn't call it. It's a change. It's one of the laughable ones because the Bible. I tell people when I talk about the Bible, I'm talking about it from an anthropological point of view because the Bible itself is basically a book of anthropology. It's written by one person and retranslated by many. But just like a field note, it's written by a person with a witness to do an a thing. So let's remember things like that. It wasn't written by a group, by a person, an anthropology book. So anyway, yeah. So that's where the Michelangelo painting came from in the 16th chapel with his butt. Everyone's like, look at this! I've never seen this picture before. Look at his ass. They're laughing at it. It came from that.
Okay.
So that has a weird ass change to it. It wasn't like that. So that's why it's interesting.
I gotta ask Hobbs a question. Sorry, back now. I distracted with the Mazzy Star video on the site. Oh, are you talking about the Mazzy Star video that I put on my Reddit site? But yeah, I was intrigued because I liked Mazzy Star. I liked their album. I loved their voice. So I thought that was kind of a cool little video to put on the Reddit site about Mazzy Star, about what happened to the band and stuff.
I like Mazzy Star. Why, she died?
No, the guitar player, who's a major part of the band, died at the age of 61 of cancer, and it was just, he did, yeah. That's why Hobbs. That's why I put it on there, because I put a variety of stuff, not just one topic, everything. No, Mazzy Star, it's just how like they got tired of the typical thing of Hollywood trying to get too involved, and even though that, because once they sold like 7 million copies, overall, and they wanted to micromanage everything, and they got out of the business and stuff like that. But that's cool. That's cool that he watched it. That's why I put it on Reddit. I put different things to have different flavors. Now here's one. Now this one, Bob, is now I did put this web link to this article in the website in case people want to read it later. They can. This is called Jesus and the Demon Pigs. Source Matthew 8:28. Now this is from source Matthew 8:28. That's what I like about this page, at least. They actually put where the source of the story comes from.
Yeah.
So people can look it up. So Jesus was taking a leisurely stroll through a demon-infested tomb when two violent heretics began flailing about in front of him. they sarcastically asked if the Son of God had come to torture them for being possessed. Wow, that's nice of them to ask God. Before Jesus could answer, a herd of pigs came thundering above a nearby hill. For some reason, the demon possessing the men pleaded to be allowed to enter the pigs. Wow. Jesus permitted this. But soon after, the demon pigs were driven into the sea where they drowned. God damn. People had the local town were shocked, and they told Jesus to leave their land immediately. The moral of the story is don't reject Jesus' teachings, or he will drive your livestock into the sea and blame it on the demons.
Yeah. Well, the better story comes from it comes from the Quran. So the same story is also in the Quran, and it's a better version of it. This was kind of a made for, because the Bible has so many changes, it kind of mocks a lot of shit. What it is now, you and I talked about the jinn. Now they talk about the demons in Christianity and in the Torah, whatever the demons. But I like to use the jinn. So the jinn is, we talked about how they could possess vessels like dolls. Remember how they possess vessels?
Yep.
So it's the same concept. So what happened was he had to do an exorcism. So Joshua walked in there having to do an exorcism, and he saw the pigs. And the way the story goes is he had to invoke the fucking jinn out, and he actually had the power of Allah, God, whatever you want to call it, whatever religion is, and he forced them into the pigs. So it's significant. It's so significant that in the Torah, it's in the Torah, it's in the Quran. That's why they can't eat swine. Remember, you know how they can't eat bacon, Eric? Remember how the people of Islam cannot eat bacon, they cannot eat pork?
Yeah.
It's from this story. It's from this story.
I remember they even tried to sue McDonald's one time because the oil they fried their French fries had that kind of fat they're not supposed to have.
Can't even be around it, can't smell it, can't do nothing because of this story. Because this story is also in the Quran, and you know the Jews can't eat pig also. They can't eat swine either. So this story is the reason why the real story of why they can't eat it in Islam, because of this. Because Yeshua had the power. God gave him the fucking gift of gab to talk the freaking jinn into jumping into the pigs that were running by, because they got to inhabit a vessel. So he got them. He kind of did a little fucking Shaolin move and moved them into the freaking pigs, and then he ran the pigs off a cliff and killed the pig. So he got the jinn. He got rid of the jinn. He took the possession out. That's how he, like, you remember that movie Constantine? Yeah. You remember how he got that demon out of that girl and sucked her into a mirror?
The mirror.
Yeah. It's the same thing. So he was doing an exorcism. So that was basically, this is about an exorcism. And you've seen evidence of exorcisms that are actually fucking kind of make you scratch your head. They're kind of true. So I'm saying that, I'm not saying whatever religion is, I don't care. We'll just go back to the Quran then, that bothers people. Yeah, he did an exorcism, and he pulled the jinn out, and he put him into the pigs. And that's why this story is about running them off a cliff. So they might call it silly, but it's so silly that an entire group of people will not eat pigs, will not eat any pork products, any swine, because of that.
Look what I got. I bought a new chair.
I like that chair.
I bought a new chair.
I think it's possessed by jinn. You need to be careful.
Just my luck, Bob. I was gonna rearrange this room, right? Because I decided I was gonna take this Canon camera and make this the webcam.
Oh, cool!
And apparently they have like the new utility you download to use it as a webcam. And apparently, I got the only camera that doesn't have a webcam utility. I'm like, what?
You could return it, right? Can you return it?
No, I got it a year ago. I have to buy and what they call an HDMI HDMI video rapture card, like to convert it. And I'm like, I was rearranging the room because I was gonna put the desk forward and have my toys in the background and have a little bit more clear camera, and I can't even use it. It's like, let's go. Oh, what's this? Hold on. Griffin wrote, pigs are unclean. That's why the spirits were able to put into them. They didn't eat pork before that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Hey, awesome. So so you're verifying what I said. Yes. So that's what this is significant for. This is why this was important. I know these guys are just trying to make fun of it, and it sounds so silly, but you and I both have seen with the paranormal side, there are exorcisms and there are possessions. So that part is, they're making fun of the fact that it was a possession to begin with. Putting them in a pig. But
hey, talking about possessions, on my Reddit page, I did put a link up to the brand new Conjuring trailer, because the new Conjuring movie is called The Devil Made Me Do It. And there's a story. I'm not saying the story itself is true, but in the court system, right? The movie's based on that a guy got possessed, he did some killings, and it's the first time in the courts that Ed and Lorraine Warren, they brought in where the reason he killed somebody was because of possession. It was like the first time that they try to get into the courts. Yeah. So it's a neat story, and people can look up themselves about the courts that actually was trying to get the demon possession to be allowed, and Ed Warren was making the case that, listen, you guys allow God into the courts for generations, where people have to put their hand on the Bible. So if you're gonna say that God could be in the courts and that's allowed, then possessions should be allowed to be, trying to
miss a court. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I got that thing up. So that's kind of a cool story. I was gonna take that story and I'm gonna update my GypsyRoad.live website to put that story about them actually trying to get the devil possession to be allowed to be part evidence in a court.
Well, they should have had some pigs. If they would have had some pigs like Oyeshi there, they would have just threw them in the pigs. That guy wouldn't have killed nobody. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah.
They had some pigs running by. Maybe somebody could have. Well, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, that's perfect, dude. That actually went along with this little part here. It's just kind of good.
Oh no, that's the only reason why I just thought about it, like, oh yeah, there's a movie that's actually based on a true story on that part. Where remember there was a movie about the exorcism of Emily Rose, where that movie was actually in the courts about possession, about they're blaming the priest for neglecting the Emily Rose, and she eventually died, but it was about exorcism. So that's kind of another exorcism / courts. And actually saying that real quick, a cheap plug for tomorrow. Actually, on my Horror Talk show tomorrow, I'm doing a different kind of a video. It's called Female Serial Killers Who Change Horror. Uh-oh. So I'm going to be talking about all the different women horror movies that women are the evil people, not the men. Wow. Not the men. And I'm actually I'm making a music video, and that's not an easy one, because much you might think there's a lot of women horror movies where the women are the stars. Yeah. There's really not a whole lot. There's a little bit, but there is. And then the ones they have, like Misery is one of the best ones about a woman killer, but there's not a lot of cool clips because Misery horror was more mind.
Yeah, she didn't kill nobody. She just got her favorite author.
But I'm working on it. I'm working on a music video with women horror killers. So, what is this? What is this? Jody the Pig is in the Amityville Horror.
Jody the Pig. Should have remember that.
What is this? Yes, that's a common serial killer excuse. They thought they had to kill a possessed person. Apparently, well, I mean, listen, I'm not here to judge who's really possessed or not, but in theory, if you believe in God, then you have to believe in the devil, because the devil is part of God's history. You got God, you got the devil. So if you believe that Jesus is the Son of God, he was born on this planet, you believe in the spiritual side, then you have to believe that possessions has to be true. If you believe, you can't believe in one without the other. God, God and the devil, good, evil, bad. I mean, it's like that, dude. It's like everybody in the chat. It's like that song. Every rose has its thorn, right? Every cowboy has its sad song. Every god has his devil. I mean, it's and who do we know who's really possessed or not? Shit, all we know for the last 5 years, Donald Trump was possessed by the devil and he was president. I mean, we don't. I do believe there is evil possession. Yeah, and I do agree with you, Long Range Lunch, that a lot of killers, can use as an excuse, kind of like the famous Amityville Horror story, where the guy said, the devil made me kill my family, told me to kill my family. So it is hard. But let's go on to the next one. Number 3. Baldy and the Bears. Baldy and the Bears, and this is from Source 2 King 223. After purifying the waters of a nearby town, noble Elisha was walking along the road to Bethel when an army of 42 young boys emerged from the undergrowth, as children commonly do. They taunted old Elisha about the bald bear, saying, "Get out of her, Baldy." Unfortunately, Elisha didn't see it as a playful tomfoolery. He cursed the boys in the name of the Lord, and the 2 bears sprinted out of the woods to maul the stunned children to death. Given the details provided in the story, Elisha probably counted the 42 Caraxes before going on his merry way. So I guess it's saying that 2 bears came out of the woods and ate all the boys?
Mauled them up. I know there's a lot of Bible changes, so a lot of the words, they're not giving you the exact words, but I'm sure they made it sound pretty silly. It sounds to me like they were being harassed by a bunch of young soldiers, and then the dude called on God, and then whatever, the All-Father, Allah, whatever you want to call it, and then the bears came out and mauled all the soldiers. That 42 is kind of a significant number. It was in number 42 is also in what was it? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Do you remember when they went to the ultimate computer to ask the ultimate question, what is life? What is life? And then they had to come back a couple of million years later and they got the answer, and the answer was 42. You guys remember that one? Remember the Hitchhiker Guide to the Galaxy?
Let me just say, AGN 1966. So the stories of the Bible are ridiculous, you're saying, lads? No. What we're saying is there's a story in the article calling it the 10 most ridiculous Bible stories. So AGM. So basically, I'm reading this to get Bob's point of view of what are these stories, are there truth to it or they're not. So this is more AGM. This is more of a learning kind of a thing. So nobody here is making fun of anything from the Bible. Nobody is.
No, we're giving it honest. 40, there's 42. Yeah, no, they're calling it ridiculous. I'm trying to shed some light on how they're not ridiculous. So it's the opposite, that they're relevant. I'm shedding some light on what it actually means and how significant they are for the whole culture. I mean, like that last one we talked about with the pigs, that's huge. I mean, especially in the Torah. I mean, the Quran. I mean, it's huge. So
Oh,
this one is unusual. That just sounds like I don't find it ridiculous though. That's what's weird. I mean, a little old fashioned revenge don't sound bad.
listen here. A metaphor of curse and murder children.
What's that? 42?
No, Long Reach One wrote. Hold on. He wrote a metaphor of curse and murder children.
Oh, curses.
Now
Yeah.
here's number 4 is
Shrek.
Shrek in the Bible from source number 2221. Shrek wasn't the only fictional character with a talking donkey. Okay, well, that's good to know. I didn't know that. I'm ready for this one. A holy man called Balaam was once summoned by a king to curse his enemies. After warning against this, God changed his mind and allowed Balaam to make the journey. However, the fickle God decided to send an angel to block the road. Only Balaam's donkey saw the angel, so it veered off the road and was beaten for its trouble. 2 more times, the donkey was beaten for avoiding angels and alternate routes. Eventually, the donkey was so fed up that it asked Balaam to stop beating it. The stunned man explained that it was making a fool out of him. So the donkey decided to lay it on nice and thick. I am not your own donkey, which you have always ridden to this day. Have I been in the habit of doing this to you? After being firmly put in his place with the reprimand, the humble Balaam was finally permitted to see the angel. So the moral of this story is, if you're going to go on a Gypsy Road journey, you're going to go on that road, you're going to go into the unknown, get yourself a donkey because they see the angels.
I have never heard of this story. So okay, so I can see how the donkey could see the angel. Okay, I get it, but I gotta read that. I gotta actually read that real scripture. Can you type in that, Eric? Just give us 2 minutes and type that scripture in.
Okay.
Type that in. We gotta see this. I want to see what is.
No, I'll type. This is why.
Yeah,
this is why we have you here. And Don H says, it in the Bible, Robert. So Don H saying it's in the Bible.
Wow. I gotta see
we do the show, right? We're all here to learn something new.
Again, guys, this is not mockery. This is interesting. I want to see this. I want to see now. I want to see how it reads.
Long Reach One wrote, "Me neither. Never heard of such a story. Laugh out loud. It sounds fake." Yeah, but we might think it's fake. I'm not saying it's real or fake, but there is a source where this story comes from. So kind of
bring it up. Let's see what the hell it says.
Okay. Okay. Let me,
I want to see is the donkey talking?
Let's see here. Let me share it. Let me go to Google.
Shit, I should have brought my freaking Bible. I had my book. It's upstairs. I got it. Fuck. If I had my Bible, I would be able to look it up real quick.
Source. Let me see here.
Okay.
Okay. Verse by verse, Bible commentary, Numbers 22:21. So Balaam arose in the morning and saddled his donkey and went with the leaders of Moab. So there is the word donkey in it.
Okay, but that don't sound crazy. That don't sound bad.
Let me see here. 2020, the victorious advance is Israelites put in fear by the mobile king Black. Mobile, although the messenger refused to go, God showed him Israel would not be cursed, but Balaam weakened when the messenger renewed requests. Balaam clearly knew God to teach him. God was angry at Balaam and his stubbornness, going to Balak to show him stop destroying. Trying to find out the parts where the donkey
I mean,
was.
where's that actual scripture? I mean, the one you read is an actual scripture verse. It's the actual verse.
Oh,
Oh
is
yeah,
there?
kind of cool. The steady, the two twos, steady two. That's kind of interesting. So is it? It doesn't want to give you the freaking actual verse, like the actual
Okay,
verse.
source number 22.
Yeah.
Actual verse.
Verse. Yeah. What is the verse? Okay, there it is. It says it right there, right?
Oh, you saw it?
Oh, right there. Is it? Does it read below it?
So Burma arose in the morning. Number 2021. So Balaam arose in the morning and saddled his donkey and went. It was true that Balaam knew that God would not permit him to curse Israel, but the supernatural might of people God would assert such.
Well, it doesn't say anything about the donkey talking.
Balaam's donkey. Let's see, riding on his donkey, and the two servants went with him. The donkeys. Oh, here we go. Balaam got up in the morning, saddled his donkey, and went with Moab's officials. 22. But God was very angry when he went, and the angel of the Lord stood on the road to oppose him. Balaam was riding on his donkey, and his two servants were with him. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord standing on the road with drawn sword in his hand, it turned off the road into the field. Balaam beat it to get back on the road. So basically, the donkey. Here we go. Then the angel of the Lord stood in a narrow path through the vineyards, when the walls on both sides. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, it depressed close to the wall, crushing Balaam's foot against it. So he beat the donkey again. So yeah, here it starts talking about beating the donkey and how the donkey saw the angels.
Yeah, what a dick. So the donkey talked back?
I mean,
donkey.
Oh,
right here, right there. It says I can't barely read it. The donkey said to, I can't even read it, but I am not your donkey.
Is that bigger?
Yeah. Okay. They answered. Let me see. Where's the Lord? Okay, I can't barely. The angel. Where the hell? Where the hell did I just read that at? It was the Lord of his eyes of the angel. Where the hell did I read that?
I'll put this link in the Bible.
Well, the donkey. Oh, right here. Okay, the donkey said to Balaam, "I am not your donkey, which you have always ridden. To this day, I have been in habit of doing this to you." So the donkey is talking to him. I mean, we're talking about God here. So I guess, yeah, that's interesting. The donkey talks to him.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, wow.
According to Don H, got read and content text the whole story. So basically, you got to read. Yeah. You do have to probably read the whole story to get to the main.
Thank you for saying that. A lot of mistakes have been made. Like people were talking about Jesus telling them, take your enemies' heads off, or lay the enemies before me dead. Well, he was reading a parable. It was a parable. It was a story. But Jesus was telling a story. It wasn't about him. But so it's kind of a thing, same thing.
Well, all I know is when I'm going on my next journey, I'm bringing a donkey with me.
That's pretty cool. Well, yeah, that's okay. Now, that's awesome. Okay,
here's number 5. Too much poo for God. Too much poo for God. In source 23:9. You know what it's like when people can't stop relieving themselves all over your house and garden. Well, if you lived 3,000 years ago, you might. Apparently, the Israelites were notorious defectors who regularly left their stinking feces in plain sight. God was particularly troubled by this because even though he can create a universe, he can't stop himself from stepping in poo. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get through this. This just sounds so funny.
Guys, only reading an article that somebody else wrote. He's not laughing and making fun of you.
I know. It just if I stop stepping in poo. When you relieve yourself, dig a hole and cover up your agreement. For the Lord your God moves about in your camp to protect you. Dog owners, be warned. So what? So God walks in people's houses and backyards and they're stepping in poo?
I've never heard of this, man. I've never heard of this. The
Lord opened the mouth of the donkey. Oh.
Wow. See, that's really good. That's just interesting stuff. I like that. That's it.
So I don't know. Then why did God make humans to take a poo? I mean, should he maybe call it butt-ups?
I mean, well, in this place, now I understand in Orion's cock where we're at now, everybody's an idiot. So I can see why they shit everywhere. It makes sense that that'd be in the Bible right now because they're all stupid. Now I can see how God would have to. I mean, he has to interfere now. He has to walk amongst people because everybody's an idiot. So this makes sense that the Israelites were taking dumps everywhere, like in camp, which is unsanitary. And this is pretty clear in the Bible. Again, I look at it as an anthropology book. So somebody writing this down as an anthropology book is saying, hey, shitheads, take your dump outside of camp. You know, I can see this logically. But wow, yeah, that's details that I never thought would be a
reference. Oh, okay. Here, I'll put that in the chat for you. I'll put that scripture reference. I'll put it in the chat. Let me put it in the chat for you.
23 66666. Never mind. 66666.
It is 23:9. Deuteronomy 23:9.
Deuteronomy. Interesting. That is really good. I love it. I love these lesser talked about sections. So there's Moses.
Not poop.
Look at Moses right there. This is a painting from the day. He's got horns now. You see that, right?
Yeah.
He's got horns now. I even showed our cousin when I was back in California. I said, hey, dude, did you know that Moses now has horns? He says, bullshit. I said, look it up yourself. Do your own research. Thought I was crazy. He came back to me the next day and he goes, dude, I saw statues of Moses with fucking horns. And I also saw paintings. I said, told you.
Now, but is that horns or is that like it's color hair sticking out?
It's kind of like, well, let's put it this way. What I've researched and found out in antiquity, guys, archaeology, that a lot of icons, a lot of famous people from the past, especially in biblical times and Roman, they have horns now. They have horns, like sheep have horns. Cows now have horns. That is not horns, however, it is somewhat simulated of a fucking horn. I mean, look at them. I mean, there's a statue of Moses in the Vatican, in Vatican City, a statue with two big ass knobs on his head coming through his hair, horns. So there's a lot of horns going on. It's a lot of horns. Maybe it means horny. I don't know. But yeah, so there's Moses with horns holding the tablets that's now changed to tables. They're no longer called tablets. They're called tables in the Bible. He brought down two tables. Well, okay, I'm going to throw it out, Jeff. I'm going to throw it out. Oh, here it is, the tree.
Okay, here we go. Jesus and the obstinate fig tree. Jesus was traveling along a road with a gang of followers when he became hungry. Yeah, that happens when you walk with a gang of people. You're hungry. Oh, it happens all the time. Tragically, he stumbled upon a fearsome fig tree with leaves aplenty, but no fruit to bear. Oh, that's not good. Jesus took this as affront and conjured all his powers in pitched battle against the obstinate tree. The poor thing didn't stand a chance and quickly withered and died. Holy crap. Jesus' disciples were amazed, but with the stupidity of this fruitless endeavor, but how quickly the tree died. Jesus smugly replied that everyone with true faith could kill a tree or tell a mountain to throw itself into the sea. They're probably too afraid to slap him.
Okay. We got to look this one up, dude. Go ahead. Look up Matthew, man. 21:18. I got to see the whole context of this one. You see, the problem is they're just giving you the satire version, the funny version, which is good. It's fine. We're not making fun of it. It's just giving you a satire. I want to see the actual version.
Jason Walker. They were horny. Draco repellent have horns.
Yes, they do. Those fucking dragons.
They mock Moses. Roman statues equate to trash.
Yeah, it's your opinion, guys. Everybody's opinion out there. Matthew 21:18. Let's take a look at it.
Yep, I'm going to pull it up in a second.
Supposedly gets in a fight with a fig tree. There's just so many different radical things in there. We gotta be real careful.
What is the meaning of Matthew 21? Once you get a sense when you're reading that Jesus knew his time was coming to an end, and the confirmation moment of the transformation he pushed to teach, he could just. Oh no. Here we go. Let's see here.
Here we go.
Geez. Okay, hold on a second. Let me take this off. Let me make this bigger so everybody can read it themselves. Jesus cursed a fig tree. Early in the morning, as Jesus walked his way back to the city, he was hungry. Seeing a fig tree by the road, he went to it but found nothing on it except leaves. Then he said, "May you never bear fruit again." Immediately the tree withered. When the disciples saw this, they were amazed. "How did the tree wither so quickly?" they asked. Jesus replied, "Truly I tell you, if you have faith and no doubt, not only can you do what was done to the fig tree, but you can also say to this mountains, go throw yourself into the sea, and it will be done. If you believe, you will receive whatever you ask in a prayer." So you know what? I'm going to go find me a hill, and I'm going to say, "Hill, go into the sea." And I want to watch the hill go into the, I'm gonna go to the trail tonight at the saltwater park. I'm gonna ask the hill there to go into the Puget Sound, and I want to see if it happens.
I guess if God likes you. I don't think if you don't like you, he's not gonna listen to you. I guess.
Come on, what is it not to like? What is it not to like? Right?
Again, I don't remember this one. Again, it's just me, guys. It doesn't mean it's a Mandela effect. It doesn't mean anything like that. I don't remember this one. That's just me. I don't remember him going to a fig tree, getting pissed at it because it had no fruit, and telling it to die. I don't remember that. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. I've never heard. I've listened to ridiculous things. I've a lot of the stories. I've kind of went back and forth with, but I don't remember this. Again, that's just me. I'm sure a lot of you have heard this in your church. I haven't. I've never heard it. That's weird.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Let me call the man who would know all this. Okay, guys, hold on.
Silly fan.
Hold on. I'm calling Silly Fan Man. Hold on.
Oh my God, he read it last year, the whole book.
It's ringing. Hey, Richard. Hey, man. Have you heard about Jesus walking down the road and about he told this fig tree because there's no fruit on it, and he's he's mad because there's no fruit and only leaves, and the fig tree died. Silly Richard, what do you know about this? Hold on, what? Hold on. Silly Fan Man, tell me something. Hold on, you gotta call Bob. You gotta call Bob, and Bob knows the answer, and then you'll get back to me. Okay, Dr. Wu. Silly Fan Man said he's gonna call Robert Wood. He's gonna call Bob, because Bob has all the answers because he doesn't know shit. So he's gonna call Bob, get the answers. He's gonna call me back, and then Dr. Wu, I will tell you what Richard said. Well, thanks, man. That's great. Give me the answer for Bob, and then call me back. And I'll let everybody know. Okay, thank you. Bye.
I hope he sends a number.
So he's gonna call you in a little bit and ask you what the answer is. So, just so you know. Just so you know.
Yeah, that's a weird one. I've never heard of. I've just never heard of it. Again, that's new. That's wow. I don't know why he would.
Well, then let's go to the next one. This one
Badass.
says, "Love me, skeleton army." Oh, this sounds like a little army of darkness going on in this one. So here we go.
Okay.
Love me, skeleton army. In this story, God and Ezekiel enter a valley full of dry bones. God decides it is time to demonstrate his incredible magic skills. So he asks Ezekiel if the bones can be made to live. The servile, groveling taster of divine posture replies that only God knows what is possible. Ugh. God then dares his assistant Ezekiel to say, and a caption to the raise the dead, which ends with the words, I will put breath in you, and you will become to life. Then you will know that I am Lord. Apparently, God is so insecure that he needs these bones to worship him. Anyway, Ezekiel completes the magic spell, and a vast army of skeletons is brought to life. God doesn't stop there, though. He attracts tendons, flesh, returns their soul to their bodies, and send them in the merry way back to Israel. Oh, look, the video scene. Army of Darkness, Skeleton's arm scene.
Wow.
So did Army of Darkness get this from
that section?
From God?
So, and that's Ezekiel 37. Wow. Okay.
So are we saying that zombies were actually created by God?
Apparently, they were all skeletons, and then they became whole again, with including spirit. Wow. Okay, guys, look up. Those of you out there, look up Ezekiel 37. Look it up for yourself. You guys, put some things in the sidebar. Let's have that discussion. What do you think? I mean, what do you think about that? That's some serious fucking power. I mean, is it so unusual to see people come back from the dead? We didn't fucking. I mean, David Bowie came back for me. He died way back when. Now he died in 2016, way later. Bob Marley died for me in 70s, and then he died again in the 80s.
As zombie apocalypse, yeah.
Right. So there's a lot of people that actually, if you whatever place you come from, I don't know, I don't fucking care. But yeah, I've seen people come back from the dead. Is that far from that conversation? I mean, again, some people claim that Nelson Mandela came back to fucking life. You know, I ain't going there, but there are people claim, hey, they died for me. They died for me too, but here they are back. So isn't it the same thing? Kind of, but in a different context. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say. They're back. People came back on that weird path, but yeah, okay. So he made a skeleton army, like you said, zombie horde, man. The apocalypse.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about the other one where the fig tree. We talk about the fig tree, and everyone's like, "Well, Jesus also talked about throwing a mountain into the water." Well, isn't technically South America shifted again all the way to the hard fucking right? Didn't it knock down a couple of islands along the way into the water? A couple of mountainous islands that disappeared? I've seen a lot of land masses disappear in this fucking place we live in, this comic book. A lot of land masses, a lot of mountains went into the water and disappeared in this comic book. So, is it far-fetched that this is the same thing? This is the same shit. I don't know. In different words, like a different comic. It's a whole separate comic from our comic, Eric. So yeah, okay, cool.
Well,
we keep going.
Yeah, the Army of the Dead. I mean, it's kind of neat that I was just joking about Army of Darkness, and then there was a video below connecting it to the scene where they raise the Army of Darkness up.
They sure did. That was a great movie too. I love that movie. That's a perfect example.
and it kind of tells you how a lot of these stories actually, encourages.
Yeah.
So that's an awesome kind of a found right there. That's awesome.
Well, yeah, Game of Thrones. Remember Game of Thrones? At the end of Game of Thrones, remember Game of Thrones? The skeletal. Yeah, Army of Corpses. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
cool. We'll go down to the next one. Number 8. Now there is some words in here, guys, that might sound disturbing, but it's in the article. It's not me. Number 8 says rape, incest, and a pillar of salt. In source Genesis 19. Okay. God's most cherished man in all of Sodom was called Lot. God liked him so much that he sent 2 angels to stay with him. However, during the night, a gang of rapists descended on Lot's house to defile the angels. Lot, in all of the holy righteousness, declared, "No, my friends, don't do this wicked thing. Look, I have 2 daughters who have never slept with a man. Let me bring them out to you, and you can do whatever you like with them." Guys, I'm reading this story. Don't. I'm just reading from this, so don't get mad at me. I'm just reading this story, so don't think I'm encouraging this. And that's kids is why God allows rape. It doesn't stop there. Though. After using their magical powers to blind the rapist, the angels called down air support from God. Lot and his family were urged to flee the city while God rained burning sulfur on the inhabitants. However, there was one small caveat. God didn't want them to look back at the shameful annihilation of Sodomites. Of course, women are stupid in the Bible, so Lot's wife looked back and she became a pillar of salt. That's why a pillar of salt. God knows literally. Lot and his 2 daughters retreated to a cave in the mountains without a thought for the desiccated mother. Their daughters decided that their father was too old to find another wife. So they did what any loyal daughter would do, right? They got Lot drunk and had sex with him. But the daughters got pregnant by the father, and assumably they all live happily ever after in a Mississippi trailer park?
No. What? No. It's out of context. They're making a joke, Eric. They're taking a piss out of it.
Oh, I mean, they did. It's like, I wasn't expecting that to be in it.
No, they weren't no Mississippi trailer park.
I'm like, Mississippi trailer park back in the old days? What am I missing?
Well, that's the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. Not quite sure about that last half. That's a little new on me. That's new. I don't remember them physically, with the old man. I don't remember that. I don't remember them procreating with dad. I don't remember that.
Should we look up that source, Genesis 19?
Yeah, please look this one up. Genesis 19. I got to look 19. 19. Of course, 19. Let's find out what's going on here.
Yeah, that's
the first one. Let's see the ending of this one of 19. 19.
Let's see here. Let me share.
Wish I had my book in front of me. I got so caught off off guard. I'm just kind of basing it off memory here.
Let's see here. Genesis 19. Locate the passage. Or no, we want the verse, right?
Yeah, the verse. You want Genesis 19, or yeah.
Genesis 19 verse.
There you go.
Genesis 19, Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed. Here we go. Let's see here. The 2 angels arrived in Sodom evening. Lot was sitting gateway in the city. When they saw him, he got up to meet them, bowed down to his face. "My lords, please turn aside to the servant's house. No, you can wash your feet and spend the night and then go on your way early in the morning." "No," they answered. "We will spend the night in a square." But insisted on strongly they go with him, enter the house. He prepared the meal for them, baking bread, surrounding the house. They call to Lot, "Where are the men who came to you tonight? Bring them out so that we can have sex with them."
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Lot went outside to meet them and shut the door behind him and said, "No, my friends, don't do this wicked thing. Look, I have 2 daughters who have never slept with a man. Let me bring them out to you and where you can do what you like with them. But don't do anything to these men. They have come under protection of my roof."
Yeah, Sodom. This is Sodom. They wanted, these guys wanted to nail the angels. They were in human form, and I guess they were damn good looking dudes. So the Sodom, the fucking, pretty much here. We live in Sodom now. This is so basically here, like some guys from Hollywood want to nail these 2 fucking angels. So he's like, "Hey, don't nail the angels. I've got daughters." He's trying to save the angels. God's guys.
Yeah, but I mean,
But get down to the bottom. Go to the bottom. I want to see if they sleep with the old man. That part's new for me.
yeah,
And I know about
it's just weird that I get it. They're angels, but I'm not gonna give my daughter up. I mean, if these, I would think these angels are protection from God with powers.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't there.
The fellow came to find her. Now he can to play judge. Will treat you worse with them. But the men inside out pull Lot back into the house, shut the door. They stuck the men who were at the door at the house, young and old, blindness. Okay. 2 of the men said to Lot, "Do you have anything else here? Sons-in-law, sons or daughters, or anyone else in the city who belongs to you? Get them out of here because they are going to destroy." Okay. So Lot went out, spoke to his son, daughters, "Get the hell out of this place." Okay. So they're going to be leaving. When they hesitate, the daughter safely out of the city, and they brought the flea lies. But the Lord, my Lord, your servant has found favor. I'm trying to rush it to that part. He said to him, "Very well, I will grant you the request. I will not overthrow the town to speak, but quickly." Okay, by the time the Lord, blah, 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 Lord reigned, blah, 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 became pillar of salt. Okay, we read that part. Early next hour, Abraham got up and returned to the place. He looked down towards Sodom, towards the land where he saw the nice smoke. Soon God destroyed the cities of the plain. He remembered Abraham. He brought, okay, whatever. A lot of his 2 daughters left Zor. Okay. 2 daughters live in a cave. One day, one daughter said to the younger, "Our father is old. There is no man around here to give us children, as in the custom of over the earth. Let's get our father to drink wine and then sleep with him and preserve our family to line through our father." Whoa. That night, they got their father to drink wine, and their old daughter went in to sleep with him. He was not aware of it when he lay down and we shut up. The next day, the older daughter said to the younger, "Last night I slept with our father. Let's get him drunk wine again tonight and then go to sleep with him and can preserve our family through our fathers." 85. So their fathers drank and daughter went to sleep with him. Again, he was not aware of it when he laid down and we got up. So both Lot's daughter became pregnant by the father. Holy Christ.
I don't remember this.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't remember that. I mean, that's just me. Maybe I just didn't know. I don't remember that part. I honestly don't remember. I remember they got away. They found safety in a cave, but
yeah, so they blamed Lot for the whole situation and tricked him into incest. That's weird. That's in the Bible?
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's the old version too. That'd be the Torah. So yeah, that's more of the Torah. So okay, there it is then. That one. Okay. Well,
I mean, it does sound like a Mississippi trailer park. And I'm not trying to make fun of it or nothing. I'm not trying to mock anything, but I would never thought something like that was in the Bible. I might have to call Richard back for something that man ask him about that. About
you would know because that's
with your daughter.
Yeah.
Hey, Richard, this is Eric again. Hey, in the Bible, there's actually a thing in the Bible that a couple girls had incest with the father to keep the bloodline going. What do you think about that? Oh, it happens all the time? That's normal? That's wow. But you want to confirm with Bob? You want to call him later and make sure about that? Oh, okay. Oh, thanks, Richard. Wow.
That's crazy, he's got a
man. That's a crazy story. Wow, that's just
maybe he manifested incest in the book now. I don't know. That's kind of weird. That's a little bit unusual. I'm a little shocked on that one. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember that. So I got no opinion on it. I don't want to put anything down. I don't want to put anybody's book down. So
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm not I hope I didn't hurt anybody's things on that. Okay, here we go. Let's go to number 9. Definitely gotta go number 9. I gotta get off of that one because I don't like that one. That was horrible.
Okay. Well, we're talking about Sodom and Gomorrah, dude. That's kind of where we live now. That's Hollywood. That's men with skinny jeans. Everybody's feminine. They're all fucking. It's exactly. If you want to read that by yourself and just read it and then look around and say, "Hey, this is where we live, man." Fucking Sodom.
Somebody wrote. Normal people wrote, "I've heard this story. They got him drunk. The Bible also says it was a mistake, and their descendants went on to be evil rulers of kingdoms." Oh,
like the royal family of England, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
That
very good.
If that's the true conclusion, I'm behind that one. Where they're actually evil kids. Okay. I
would imagine they're pretty fucking hideous, man.
Here,
yeah.
Queen of Swords. God said, "You will hunger and your thirst, but not for food or drink, but for my word, because you won't be able to find it."
That's about what's happening right now. So let's
go to number 9, guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
Number 9. Give me 100 foreskins. From Samuel 18. Give me 100 foreskins. I'm ready for this one.
Okay.
Saul was the king of Israel, and David was his popular general. As a result, Saul feared David's powers and wanted him killed. So when David asked to be married to Saul's daughter, the sadistic king demanded a difficult and period payment. Saul asked for 100 Philistine foreskins. Okay. That is not a joke or exaggeration. He wanted foreskins. Anyway, Saul hoped that David would refuse to be killed or be killed in the act. But his young psychopath had other plans. Indeed, God's favorite butcher took great pleasure in mutating his enemies because he lost count and returned with 200 bloody magno human foreskins. Therefore, the Bible doesn't go into detail about what Saul did with his gruesome prize, but at least David lived happily ever after.
Okay, so he didn't say anything about killing anybody. He just went out and have 100 men circumcised. That's basically what it's trying to say.
Is that what? I don't know. Is that what started the circumcising going forward in the future?
No. God sent a message down to Abraham and told him to have all Israelites have to circumcise themselves to separate themselves from the Gentiles. So basically, the Hebrews circumcised themselves, and so that's how they separate themselves from the Gentiles. In this case, they've already been circumcised, so it sounds to me like, I don't know, David's like, go out and have 100 men circumcised. Didn't say men, didn't say men or babies or...
What is this? Okay, 400 foreskins? What the? No, never heard of it. Egyptians took foreskins. Okay. Who knows what's in the statue of David's hands? Oh, is there a statue of David's hands?
That explains what's in David's hands.
Well, let's look. If I look it up on Google,
that explains it. That explains it.
Statue of David.
Molo Fire fucking 3, you rock, man. That's what's in David's hand. There was a massive Mandela effect. In fact, Eric, maybe it's Mandela and Hazel Fiverr. They all and Callie had a show, and they showed David the statue. He's now holding a severed anteater penis. It's got the foreskin on it, and they couldn't believe it. And I was in shock. I said, I've never ever seen this dude hold a fucking dick in his hand. He's got a big ass dick in his hand, David. And that goes along with that scripture. That makes it make sense. So if you could zoom in on him in any way, he's holding an uncircumcised wanga, a Mr. Buford. He's holding a freaking schlong. He's holding old Peter there, uncircumcised penis. That's what he in his hand. He's holding an uncircumcised penis in his hand.
Okay.
Yeah, that's weird. I wondered why he was holding it. Now,
I like this. Well, on Taurus, I'm skipping the old alien hand job on this one. Alien hand job. I like that.
Yeah, thank you for skipping that one. Yeah, so the David statue had what people are calling a Mandela effect. So I've never seen the statue of David ever hold a penis in his hand, and so now that's why he has an uncircumcised penis.
Millfire 3, Hazel Fever's channel. Yep, that's where I saw that too. Wow.
Okay. So now we know where that came from, and so I've never heard of that scripture in the Bible.
If you think about it, right, Bob, and also if you think about it, now, not getting gross. One little foreskin ain't gonna be like that thick. But you put 200, what he did, that would make it that thick.
Yeah, so he's holding that. That's why this statue was made. So there was a change in the Bible. I don't know, a translation error, whatever you guys want to call it. I don't care. I'm not going to call it anything but what it is. So now in this comic book, the creator, the creator of this statue of David, it has an uncircumcised penis in his hand, and it comes from that scripture. That's where it comes from. So now it makes sense.
And if you look at that,
so not only do you have a change, not only do you have changes within the Bible, but you have the architecture and you have art that follows it. It backs it up.
And look, this woman is reaching out to touch it in the picture.
Yeah, he's got a schlong in his hand, man. I mean, I wondered why he was holding. Now I know. Well, they say it was from Goliath, that he took Goliath's took his member off. He took Goliath's member off. He took the head off, and then I guess in this statue he took his member off. But I don't ever remember him taking no members off of Goliath. But now I know it comes from the scripture you just read. What is that one again? What's it called? Is it Samuel? What is it?
Which Samuel 18.
Samuel 18. So Samuel 18, that's the inspiration for the statue of David. Now we know. We connect them together. Wow. That's where it came from. It's the same thing of Michelangelo in the Sistine Chapel when it shows God's backside, is bare butt, comes from the first scripture you read on top. So Moses, it came from the Moses scripture. And now we're connecting the dots. We're going to the art, to the book. And to me, again, most of these, if not majority of them, are all of them, are all changes that I've never heard of. I've just never heard of these. So, yeah. Okay, cool. Now where's Hazel Fiverr?
I know.
We've got to let them know we made the connection.
Well, here we go. Now, number 10.
Okay.
The Bible on rape victims, Judges 19. So this might sound interesting too, I guess, in a weird way. The Bible on rape victims. A man and his concubine were traveling from Bethlehem to Ephraim. When they had to stop for the night in an unfamiliar town, an old man took them into his home, But after a few hours of portraying a gang of bisexual rapists arrived and demanded to have sex with the male traveler. Damn. Wow. The old man replied, "Since this man is my guest, don't do this outrageous thing. Look, here is my virgin daughter and his concubine. I will bring them out to you now, and you can use them to do whatever you wish." You know what? So far, what everybody giving up their daughter is so freaking easy in this. Like, do whatever you want.
No, anthropologically speaking, and remember, these books are only anthropology logs. The reason why they offer up their daughters is because God said, "Go forth and flourish." They wanted more Israelites. They wanted more children. They wanted their daughters to have children. They wanted more like in Islam, they promote not promiscuity, but they do promote having children, lots and lots of children, lots and lots and lots of children for Islam. Same thing with Judaism. They wanted them to have lots and lots of children. So that's kind of how that scripture goes. Wow. Again, these are just anthropologues, people, not to be taken 100%. So,
well, this one fly in Me Too movement days.
I would not fly in the Me Too movement at all.
Well, it says here the story continues. So the man took his concubine and sent her outside to them, and they raped her and abused her throughout the night. And dawn, they let her go. At daybreak, the woman went back into the house where her master was staying, fell down at the door, and lay there until daylight. The poor woman returned beaten and raped in the door of her man, hoping to comfort and love of time hopeless desperation. So what did the man do? He took a knife and cut his concubine limb by limb into 12 parts and sent them into all areas of Israel. God damn. The disgusting act was not published by God or the Israelites. Instead, they went to war with the town with the rapists had come and slaughtered thousands of people in the name of God. God damn.
What scripture is this again? What number is this?
This is Judges 19.
Judges 19. Okay. Shit. Okay. Okay. I guess.
Wow, this shit is violent.
I don't know what to say about that. I don't remember really any homosexuality or any bisexual promiscuity or anything of that sort at all in the Bible. I'm sorry. It just more of
one. I kind of agree with you. Is the stupid way to write these articles. I'm not going against them. You're kind of right. I mean, this is like things I would never thought be in the Bible.
Yeah.
And wow. I mean, it's just this one is weird. It's like, yeah.
The Osiris had his penis cut off and thrown into the water, and then Isis, his mom, had to go find it and return it. So anyway, same story.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now what is this? Bonus story. Oh, we get a bonus story. Bonus story, biblical evolution. Oh, this is great. We had a bonus story. Hopefully this one ain't dealing with incest or giving your daughters up and stuff. Hopefully this is a better one. Here we go. Despite the blathering tirades of Christianists, there is a passage about evolution in the Bible. In Genesis 30, Jacob's flock of stripped goats is stolen. So he peels the bark off some branches to make stripes and put them in front of the plain flock when they are mating. Seeing the branches causes a genetic mutation that makes their babies goats striped. The incredible feat of genetic engineering predated Mendel and Darwin by at least 2,000 years. What? The religions of the world has provided us with many ridiculous, funny stories involving dozens of weird gods and goddesses. However, the last few stories should have made clear it's not all fun and game. It should alarm everyone that 2 billion Christians base their entire moral philosophy on the single. Oh, somebody's like putting it down, kind of.
Yeah, a little spin on it. It's like their angry spin. Yeah.
again with the literals. There was just literal. It's literal, man. It's more allegory. Come on, it's just it's not what. Again, it's somebody's interpretation in the field, written by a person or a group of people with the same kind of story, trying to line them up almost similar. You got to look at it as a log. I look at the Bible as a log. It's just the log of the times. It's not historically 100% accurate. However, it is pretty damn close when it comes down to one person's observation in the field. So it's the best thing we have. It is anthropology. The Bible is anthropology in every description of the word as a field log. But yeah, so the goats with okay. Ripping the bark off the goats or the trees for the goats. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. And then we followed it up, Eric, by going into the actual verses themselves and look at the real verses. And yeah, they clearly say certain things. I don't remember a lot of these being mentioned at all. I know the stories. I get close down to it, but I'm like these little extra inserts here and there. I'm like, oh, no, I don't remember that. I don't remember it like that. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
we are here. This is this place. The LGBT, whatever community, we're all supposed to bow down to them. We're supposed to bow down to the soy boys. We're supposed to bow down to all the super dykes. I don't know. Yeah. Where we live, man. Yeah. It looks like Sodom, man, and Babylon and all that fun shit. It's whatever. Thank God I ain't from here.
Well, I mean, the title of the story is right. The most ridiculous Bible stories. I mean, it didn't lie.
Yeah,
I like to read these stories raw, where I don't even know what's in them. So
I don't think they were originally ridiculous. I think that a lot of them have been retranslated in weird ways now. Whatever your argument is, Mandela effect, non-Mandela effect, retranslation problems, whatever it is. But it reads more like Chaucer. I tell people, my opinion, the Bible used to read like Shakespeare, and it was smooth, and it was clean, and it was kid-friendly and stuff, mostly, for the most part. Now it's Chaucer, man. It's fart jokes, dick jokes, foreskins, incest, homosexuality, bestiality, who knows, eating shit, drinking piss, all kinds of wacky shit, man. I don't know. Thank God it ain't mine. That's all I gotta say. I don't have that memory for all that shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you don't need to worry about it. Those of you out there that have remember the old one, you're fine. It's okay. You're good.
Well, let's see here. Let me pull. I don't know if there's anything interesting in this one. Let me hear. Hold on. Somebody wrote, ever since I hurt my back, these things started happening, like Mandela effect. It's a great way to make you go look it up and check sources. That is 100% correct.
Yeah, that's
look
correct.
At the source. That is perfect.
That's what it's doing. It's it's bringing Christians back to their whatever faith they have, and it's bringing people closer to whatever religion they have. It's kind of a slap in the face way to do it. It's a cold drink of water way of doing it, but yeah, but whatever it takes, right?
Now, here, I just typed it in, the Mandela effect and the Bible. I just, as a culture, I think I've noticed the Mandela effect often slips into faith and beliefs of many Christians. In numerous conversations, online or in person, I hear that some same phrases, saying convictions, concepts, and retorts over and over. They're absolutely convinced they come directly from Scripture. What is this? Eve gave Adam an apple.
Okay.
3 wise men visited Jesus at the stable.
Okay.
Angels sing and play harps. The Bible is inerrant. We're looking for the rapture. There are 7 deadly sins. Mary Magdalene was a prostitute. The same with the Platts folks use, confident of the divine biblical origin.
Wait, I don't understand. What are they trying to say?
don't know. This one is kind of. Hold on, I'm gonna see if there's a better one. That one, it's like too all over the place. Like I don't even get it. Geeker inside. What is this? Trying to see if there's any better ones. That was kind of stupid. It's like you gotta look all over the place.
Shit, I think it's starting to rain here.
Rain.
Oh, it's raining here. Wow. It's raining.
Why is it raining? What's going on in the UK?
No, it was a beautiful day. Shit, I might have to sneak outside here in a minute and roll up the car doors.
Oh, you got car doors?
Yeah, the windows are low down. They were all the way up. We got a dog in the car. I mean, the roomies were around with a car, dog in the car. So shit.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's rolling the
Let me see here.
Thunder. I think there's thunder too. Lightning.
Lightning?
Yeah, Thor's pounding fucking anvil, man. Yes, Thor's pounding his anvil. I'm a pagan. Thank God there's nothing wrong with paganism. Whew. Except Freya, I guess now maybe possibly is now changed where Freya is now Thor's mom, I guess. I'm not sure how that, I don't know. I have to triple check that one. Oh, I think the rain stopped. Okay, good.
Yeah. Nah, when you try to look up individual stuff,
we don't have to keep going. We had a good show. This is a damn good show. I think we covered a lot.
Yeah, because every time you gotta look up, like, and it keeps on wanting to put up Pinterest, that other website that's just like pictures and stuff. It's all dumb.
Yeah. No, I think we did good. I think this was a good one. A lot. I fucking finally made some connections between the.
Well, how about anybody in the chat? Is there any Bible verses that you know that has technically been considered Mandela effect changed? You want us to know about? Type it in and type it in. I mean, everybody knows the famous lion laying with the lamb. I'm kind of I'm already like so tired of hearing that.
That's first grade. That's for those half in, half out people. They're not really.
The wolf shall lie with the lamb. It's like, oh my god, if I have to hear that one again.
That's the Westworld people that woke up. It's like, oh, I'm a Westworld person. I have an old memory of something else. Yeah, you have one or two. You ain't. You ain't fucking included on my list.
Yeah, I don't think we need to go into anything further. So guys who are here, who's watching, this Friday there's going to be a bonus show at 10 a.m. with a director who directed a couple horror movies and a couple horror movies from Hollywood. He's going to be a guest at 10 o'clock. Bigfoot Anonymous is going to be joining that one. You know, he wants to make movies too, so we're going to ask him what does it take to make a movie from Hollywood. And then at 11:15 will be the normal show. The normal show will basically like bounce off of that show, and then we'll jump in to the next show. And hold on, let me pull it up so you guys kind of get a head start. I mean, if you guys
this Wednesday.
This Wednesday. If you guys got my if you guys were signing up on my website, you guys would have saw the topics of the shows. So, but if you haven't, let me share the screen what Wednesday topic is, and you guys can get a head start. But if you're subscribed to my website, gypsyroad.live, you already know what the shows are going to be about during the week. But if you haven't, the show's called the weirdest, most disturbing stories from Greek mythology.
Wow, yeah. That's another. There's a lot of changes with that too, which is interesting.
Yeah. So this kind of a week, you kind of already seen people. The theme of the show is kind of this week, the weirdest, most disturbing stories, and we get to discuss them about the changes of what's happening with these changes, and all that. So, and I had to cover up some things on this little bat girl, so nobody will say, "Look, Eric's promoting nudity."
Yeah,
I'm not promoting nudity.
A lot of you pagans out there that are watching, also realize that your pagan stories have changed too. So there's a lot of changes with the mythology, a lot of change. So it's not just the Christian Bible, it's not just the Torah, it's not just the Quran. It's all the literature, all the religious things out there have changed. Everything has. Nothing was left behind. So, we're going to be talking about mythology on Wednesday, and yeah, there's a lot of changes in mythology. Also, everybody, let you know, man, stories have changed. A lot of them.
Eric,
Nothing was.
Eric and Robert, this was fun. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully, you guys didn't get disturbed with some of the stories. You know, it is what it is, and I wasn't trying to promote none of that incest talk and all that, but you know, sometimes you gotta to get to the truth, you gotta discuss, you know, some bad stuff. And then if any of you out there are interested in horror movies and stuff, please stop by my horror talk channel. I'm going to be discussing all the horror movies that the women are the the women are the main
protagonist.
Yeah, you know,
evil protagonist, females.
Well, you know, I want to make sure that you know, women are just as evil as men.
Well, just recently, Eric, within the last few years, it's overwhelming. I mean, there's overwhelming amounts of secret female secret spies. There's female assassins, female, again, protagonists that are like, you know, we watched the Star Wars series, you know, it's about the gal the whole time, you know, it's about her. I'm not putting it down. I'm not saying it's wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying there has been a major shift in dynamics when it comes to females to male roles. A lot of males are being portrayed as soft, effeminate males. You look at commercials now, men are feminine. They're fucking soft. They obedient to the gal. I mean, it's just what it is. That's where we kind of flip the switch around a little bit. Now, Tom Cruise has a pink shirt and those sunglasses. There's your fucking example. There it is. The old switcheroo, man. Masculine to feminine to masculine.
Yeah.
Was it as above, so feminine, sacred masculine? There you go.
Yeah. So there's a lot of good stuff this week. A couple of little comments. Tyre, go Reddit. The links are under the video. Cool. Yeah, go to my Reddit. It's the best thing on Reddit there is. There where it is, the real deal. Elias just got dig. Speaking of females, will Black Widow ever see the light of day? Yes, it will. The Black Widow will see the light of day because Kong versus Godzilla has proven that people are ready to go back to the theaters, and the success of that movie in Mortal Kombat. Now other studios are saying, "Oh wow, people are going back to theaters. They are making money." So Black Widow will be released. So, and in 2 weeks, I rented out a movie theater myself for to watch Back to the Future again. So that's going to be cool. And it looks like we lost Bob. But beyond that, and then on Friday, on Thursday, guys, on my Horror Talk channel, I'm going to be talking about the Hellraiser franchise. So Hellraiser franchise is going to be on Thursday. So a lot of good stuff. So guys, please, in the chat, please I'm going to be ending the show in a minute, but everybody in the chat, please, on Wednesday, come watch the 10 a.m. interview with Mark. And let's and guys, if you got certain questions about what it takes to make a horror movie or what's involved, come Wednesday at 10, put in your questions in the chat. And then, we're going to have fun. We're not going to be those stupid interviewers like, what's your favorite food? What color? We're going to be asking real questions like when you get an idea to make a movie, what do you need to do? So
did you bang Weinstein?
Yeah.
When asking, did he bang Weinstein?
So beyond that, guys, we're going to end the show right here. And hopefully you guys had a good time with the Bible stuff. I know it's not an easy topic for a lot of people sometimes, but it's still fun. Beyond that, guys, we'll see you Wednesday.